Hey Dan, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out, spoke with Ashley on Friday, promised this free video, so I'm going to keep it pretty short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to increase customer flow and traffic to your website. And all I ask is at the end of this, if you could give me some feedback, whether that be via email, text, phone call, anything would suffice. I just would love to hear your thoughts. So with that, I'll get started. Your website's interesting. I went through it. You have 3 different links here at the top. One of them actually goes to a different website and a different domain, which I'm guessing you own too as well. And then of course you have your properties and repair sites that are here. But in terms of this main page and your other main page, which I'm not sure which kind of you focus on and work on more. My first tip is content. So content is anything that you could highlight, whether that be text or pictures. What you want for a homepage is anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 words. And the reason why you want that much content is twofold. The first reason is that you can get search for specific keywords that you can be found for, and that Google could search you for. So, for instance, if I was say, I brought up a few keywords, but if I was looking for, let's say, loss property management, Henderson, Nevada, for instance, I would have that in my text, and maybe if it was an important keyword, I might have it as a heading. I would probably save specific pictures as that keyword. So this, instead of saying logo or Meridian, whatever gray or whatever it's saved as, I would save this as that specific keyword. That way Google knows that I'm looking to be searched for those specific things. So or that our website deals with that specific topic. So definitely important to have those keywords in your content. And typically with the homepage, you want anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 words, so you can get away with 10 or 15 keywords. And really, uh, the the more you're able to get searched for, the better. So, and you kind of relate it to your competition. So if you're trying to beat out Yelp, for instance, in property management or something, and they're on the first page, they're at the top, and they have 2,000 words, you might go to 2,500 just to beat them out. You know, Wikipedia, for instance, is always ranking because you know they have so much content. Almost every page they have just shoots to the top to the first spot, and it's very important. Content is so important, and it's one of those factors that Google ranks and uses as a ranking factor. So, that would be my first tip, and basically that's for both. I'm not quite sure which site you use more. This site would probably be easier to rank for, but this site is really got nothing going on. I'm guessing either these websites are really new or they just haven't, you just haven't done much with them. So that would be my first tip. My second tip would be to go after high volume, low KD keywords. So here you see the volume per month. So Boulder Property Management, that's more Colorado. But like Property Management Las Vegas, 1,400 searches, but this has a KD of 37. And what a KD is that's keyword difficulty. That's how hard it is to rank on the first page or in the top 10 on a scale of 0 to 100. So as you can see, quite a bit, quite a difficult thing to start ranking for this particular keyword. Um, but if you scroll down, even though there's not quite as much traffic, you see 100 hits a month and a KD of 6 for Property Management Henderson, Nevada. 80 hits a month and 5 for North Las Vegas Property Management. So there are searches out there that are a little bit lower in KD that you can go after. And even I did some national keywords, property management near me, a lot lower KD, and quite a bit of volume. Problem with something like this, obviously, is that it's national, so property management, in Florida, they're not going to actually use you since you're in Nevada. But anything in Southern Nevada that relates to you, if you're ranking in this, should put you up toward the top. So since it's a lot easier to rank for, you could probably get quite a bit of volume from that particular keyword as well. So there's definitely volume in there to be had, and going after the easy keywords first will help you maybe get some traffic before you start trying to push for the hard ones. So that would be my second tip. My third tip would be to build up your website. So here's the strength of your website. This is Ahrefs. This is a site we use to check out the strength of your site. And both of these, what they look like is they look like they're brand new domains. There's not much done with them. They're just kind of sitting there, almost being like a landing page. And I'll show you a couple of your competitors in comparison. Okay, so if I did property management, Henderson, Nevada, Black Cherry Realty Group, and McKenna Property Management popped up. And then looking at their site, so let me show you how this reads. So this is how your strength of your site. It's on a 0 to 100 scale. Okay, 0 being the easiest or the weakest, and 100 being the strongest. And really what you want is you want these numbers as high as possible, and you'd like to see a 1-to-1 ratio. So they're decently high, not quite at a 1-to-1 ratio, but as you can see here, a lot stronger than your no data, no data. No data is there's so little data they can't even rank you. They have 94 domains or websites that are sending them 603 links back to their site. They're ranking in the top 100 and 939 keywords. They're getting 530 searches a month, and their traffic value, or how much it would cost to run Google Ads to get the same amount of traffic, is $1,500. So I'd have to spend $1,500 a month to get the same amount of traffic. Okay. McKenna, not so good on the 1-to-1 ratio, but again, strong. They're ranking on a lot of keywords. They're getting a lot of traffic. Theirs is 1,900. So definitely both of these could be beat. Just a matter of a little bit of time and effort. And that's just one keyword. There's quite a bit of other keywords. There's quite a bit of other volume. There's a lot that can be done there. If you're looking for something that can boost up your sales right away, while you try to build up your site for the long term, you can always try Google Ads. As you can see here, there's a couple of, Black Cherry, even though they're ranked number one, is doing their Google Ads. All Property Management is up here. Definitely a Google My Business. Get a Google My Business up and running. That should give you traffic as well. But Google Ads is a great way to get to the top of the page. Facebook ads is another thing I love just because it targets specific people and behaviors and areas, and it's really a great way to get in front of different businesses. So that's a good idea. But kind of just those are short-term results. When you stop doing them, it all falls away. Whereas eventually what happens is when you build out your site, it's kind of like owning property. Sure, you got to manage your property, but it just works for you and builds money for you. So that would be my 3 tips. I hope this is helpful. We'd love to work with you if you guys need somebody to work with you. But with that, I'll let you go. Have a great day, and God bless.